All
I don't
right.
need it anymore.
Yeah, same. Oh, Kayla just hopped on. Hold on just a second. All right, sweet. Perfect timing. Okay, so I got this topic from the book that, let me mute everyone real quick. From the book that I'm currently reading, from Keith Callahan, called Build to Last. And I seriously recommend this book to every single working coach that is ever going to join me, along with Fuck Leadership. So if you have already read F Leadership, I highly recommend getting this because it's kind of like the same route. So if you go to Keith Callahan's Instagram, his link in bio, this is actually free to you, just pay for shipping. And it's a network marketing book. It's a step-by-step guide to long-term success in network marketing and how to literally last in network marketing without, ooh, Raven, your girl's hopping on. All right. But I'm going to get started since it's already recording. So yeah. All right. So mindset and leadership. So I'm kind of gonna like read through this because these are like takeaways from this book, but it's so good. So if you want to take like screenshots or notes along the way, please do. But the super successful build with the mindset of a CEO while everyone else builds with the mindset of an employer. And that is Keith Callahan. And I thought that was fire. So the function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. And I feel like when I was in the beginning of this business, it's really easy to not bring in leaders. I'll just put that as that. It's like, even for me, I felt like when I came to this business, I was automatically following everything that my coach did. And I think that's normal. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But as time goes on, you also need to realize that it's about leading and being your own person and not feeling the need to be just like your coach. And you'll find out throughout your journey, finding yourself and stuff, that's just so important. And, you know, as far as like when my original coach isn't in the business anymore.
Fitness coach lady.
Fitness coach lady. Hold on. Who just said that? Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm not on mute. I did not know that. Sorry.
You're fine. And I definitely want to meet you after this call, but we're recording this, so I'm just like going ham on this right now. But like my coach, when I came to this business, she was traveling the world in her RV, which I thought was awesome. And that's actually what, like, I mean, I was like, take my money at that point because that was goals. Like she was traveling the world. She was running a business and working out in her RV. Like it was just crazy. And she was also a vegan. So I automatically thought that I had to be vegan. So I went vegan in my first month. It was just like everything that she did, I felt like I had to do because she was my coach, but you don't. So in order to have this mindset that you're looking for leaders, definitely make a list of leaders that you admire in our company in the Beachbody world. So like my first three were for sure Amy Silverman, Josh Coates, which he's not really a Beachbody coach, but he works with Beachbody coaches, and Haley Christian. Those were I have been following Amy and Haley since the very get-go. And Amy actually is on Josh Coates's, one of his newest podcasts that he uploaded last month. And it was so good. I love her so much because she has a background of literally like alcoholism, drugs. Like her and her husband met in AA classes and now they're 13 and 10 years sober. Like she is just so incredible. And even though I'm not sober, I still relate to her. And I just love that so much. She's so real, so true. But, and also working with, and I would definitely take a screenshot of this unless you can write super quickly, but name like the top leaders that you look up to in this company. It can also be your coach too. It doesn't matter, but just like leaders or people that you look up to and working with that list, what do they do differently than others? Sorry, I need to move the faces around. What type of people are they? How do they make other people feel? And what skills do they have that you admire? And this is so important. So like there's obviously a reason that you look up to those people. And so this should be actually very easy for you to be able to come up with those. And the things that I came up with, just for an idea, maybe if you're kind of like, don't really know, When I look up to those leaders, I see mindfulness, consistency, always takes action, puts mindset first, sets boundaries, super inspiring, and always leveling up. And that was like my top things that I always want to continue to work on. And then number 3 is to help train your mind to believe that you can become a leader of leaders. Put these reminders around your house, in your car, on your phone, anywhere else, anywhere that you're going to see them on a daily. But I am becoming a leader of leaders. I'm looking for leaders, not followers, because like that's the mission here. You do not want followers on your team. I can tell you that right now. It's very draining. I've been there before, and it wasn't until I became a leader that I started literally attracting leaders. It's just as simple as that. And telling yourself that you are a leader because you definitely are. Come on here. Okay. Sorry guys, when I make my screen big, like I have to move the faces around and everything in order to read, but it's the feeling that you give people. It's the confidence that you instill in them. Don't make the mistake of dreaming small with this freaking business. And if I sent you that podcast this morning to listen to, it's your virtual upline. He talks about this too. And I just truly believe that any leader that you look up to is going to tell you the same. Network marketing is huge. It is a huge opportunity. It's not just network marketing. It's not just connecting with people. It is so much more than that. It is literally a life-changing gift. The real gift is being the person you have to become in order to earn the income. That's the gift. The person that you become along the way in this journey, that is the freaking gift. There are no shortcuts to the top in this industry. You have to become a person capable of achieving success yourself before you can mentor others to success. And I just feel this so wholeheartedly. Let me read that again. You have to become a person capable of achieving success yourself before you can mentor others to success. Yeah. So like if you've never seen success in your business, it's going to be really hard to lead others to that. And that's why it's so important to just work on this. And through that is 100% personal development and looking up to leaders in the company. But the blessing of this business is that the more bright, the more shiny, happy, content, loving, and gracious that you become, the more success that you see. And people see that. People see your energy. People literally join you because they want to join you. It's not that they're joining Beachbody. They literally, because obviously they could go to anyone. They could just go straight to the Beachbody website, but they join with you because they want you. So the better version of you that you become, the more you earn, regardless. The money is the byproduct of the better you. So I've also realized this, that the more better, the more level up you get in this business, the more that you earn without even trying. I know that sounds like what, but it is so true. And I never realized this until it happened. Leaders focus on who they are becoming more than what they are getting. And that's kind of like what I just said in the last slide, sort of. But leading is about changing yourself from the inside out. Leaders are focused on who they are becoming versus what they're getting. The success will always follow. It is so true. Just like with your mindset and results. If your mindset is right, the physical results will always follow because you're going to stay motivated. You're going to stay dedicated. And leaders don't just believe that they can, they know they will. I literally went from believing that I could to literally being like, I'm going to be in the top 10 someday. And I've said that. I said that when I lived in a fucking trailer with the walls falling in. I literally believed in my heart that I was going to be a top 10 coach. I remember telling Chris all the time. It's when I started hitting Success Club consistently. It's when I quit retail and went all in with this business. I was like, I'm going to be in the top 10 someday. And I still believe it in my whole heart. But you have to not only believe that, but you have to say I know I will get there. And that's literally what this takes. But there is a huge difference between believing that you can doing something and knowing without a doubt that you will 100% do it. For example, lately I've just been feeling it in my bones, and look at our team killing it on the Success Club board. I sent that to Carolyn and I was like, I always knew that I would have like a type of business like this, but it's just so like such a full circle moment, like actually seeing it happen. Like other girls on my team, their girls are on the board. Like that's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And but those who become leaders in network marketing don't just believe they can achieve success, they know that they will. So then this is like a huge question for yourself, but where are you at in your head with business right now? Do you know without a doubt that you're going to build a large organization? Because this is huge. Like you can go through the motions of talking to people all day long on Instagram, on Facebook, but until you can make that mindset shift that you know you're going to make this happen, they won't be attracted to you or even want to join you. I mean, you can talk on your stories all day long, but until like you have that like passion and purpose, people won't. They just won't join you. And it takes like that shift for people to join you. And that was the number one thing that when I said I leveled up and went on with this business, I literally showed up every day with passion. I don't care if it took everything out of me. I was going to show up with spitting fire out of my mouth with this business. All I did was, I feel like still all I do is talk about coaching, because that's really how you can grow your business. But I mean, it just felt like every day I was getting up. I would literally, because I had to hide where I lived because I was so embarrassed. If you're new here, you might not know about that, but I would have to like prop my phone up in a specific area where I had like a white wall behind me with my tripod that was this tall and my ring light. And I just made sure I looked cute because that's all I had. And most of the time I had to find a cute place outside to take my pictures. People always complimented me on my pictures. Little did they know that I was hiding where I lived for the 2 years of my life, but I was still successful with it. And I just want to let you know that no matter what your living situation is or where you live, you can be very successful with this business. So yeah. But once you make that mindset shift, people will see that and feel that you are going to run with this opportunity and make something of it with or without them. I love that so much, with or without them. Okay, and then I have two more slides. But becoming the best possible version of yourself. So you want to become the best possible version of yourself so that you can help others do the same. Who is unmuted? Can everyone mute themselves, please? But this business is not easy work, but it's simple. And it's so true. And if you've been in this business for a while, you know that it's not easy, but it's also just simple work. And here is an action that I really want you guys to do. I did this the other day and it really like made me dream really big and I loved it so much. But I did this in like my journaling time, like early in the morning before I work out. But I want you to think 5 years into the future with Beachbody, with your business. Who have you become? What, like chills reading that first sentence. What is your ideal self? What will your day-to-day activities look like? What type of homes or home will you have? So like for me, I know I'll always live in Florida, but I would love to have a house on the beach someday, because why not? Because I know that we'll probably always live like in Central Florida, but I would love to have a beach house or like a cute little cottage or like a cute little apartment on the beach. So like maybe if I want to do like a weekend getaway by myself, I can. And I know that's possible with this business and Beachbody, because you can dream as big as you want and you can make that happen. Will you be traveling? Think of all the aspects of your life and describe the most beautiful vision that you can, like the most extraordinary vision that you have for yourself that maybe you feel like is out of reach. You can make happen in 5 years with consistency and continuing to show up as a leader and attracting those leaders and believing and knowing that you can. And leaders don't just show up, they show up with their mind right. So like there's been a couple times in the past year that I probably showed up on my story when I shouldn't have. And I say shouldn't have because I don't want to show up on my stories uninspired. It's just not fun. It's not fun and it makes me feel like weird. Don't get me wrong, I show up and I show the realness and struggles and mom life and stuff like that, but if your head is not in the right place and you try to pour from that, you're going to get so burnt out with this business. It's not even going to be fun anymore. So you got to make sure you're taking care of your mindset through personal development. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. So this is also in this book. Well, I've been repeating this to myself every day, all day long. I can, I will, I am. I can, I will, I am. And it's such like a mantra in my daily routine. Like it never leaves my head now. I went from Success Club 2 weeks ago to Success Club 8, and I'm still pushing for Success Club 12. I'm not stopping. Just because you've locked in Success Club, don't stop there. Even if there's 2 days left of the month, keep pushing it. All matters. It matters for the trips that we earn. It matters for prizes from me, the prizes from Beachbody, the income, and the growth of your business. So, whew, I'm done. Let me pause this.